Prince Harry was completely unqualified to speak at the United Nations headquarters in New York City earlier this week, according to one royal expert. Why was he speaking at the UN? Because he's Prince Harry, British journalist Jonathan Sacerdoti told Us Weekly Thursday. Otherwise, without meaning to be too offensive, no one would be interested in a guy who scraped through high school's opinion on world affairs. The Duke of Sussex, 37, delivered a keynote address on Monday in honor of Nelson Mandela International Day, touching upon the late apartheid activist's impact as well as his own sentimental ties to Africa. However, he also spoke about the spread of misinformation amid the coronavirus pandemic, how climate change is wreaking havoc on our planet and the impact of the rolling back of constitutional rights here in the United States. Though Sacerdoti certainly wasn't impressed with the speech, he can't say he was surprised. The broadcaster all but called the royal a hypocrite, arguing that Harry selfishly uses the very platform from which he stepped down whenever it serves him. He's literally completely unqualified to have anything important to tell to people, but instead he's using his position as somebody in the British royal family to spread what he sees as an important message, Sacerdoti said, noting that he was not disputing whether it's an important message or not, but rather disputing the messenger. If you want to use the status of being part of that royal family for what you see as good causes and good ends, he added, you have to obey their rules because that's just kind of polite. The royal expert was not alone in his criticism of the address, as Republican pundit Meghan McCain penned in a scathing Daily Mail op-ed that Harry exhibited a complete misunderstanding of the civic life of the country in which he now lives. During his speech, the Duke indirectly called the Supreme Court's reversal of Roe v. Wade a global assault on democracy and freedom, which didn't sit well with the conservative view Allen. He has lived here all of 20 minutes, yet he has decided that makes him an expert, she wrote of the prince, who moved to California with his American wife, Meghan Markle, in March 2020. Just because one may disagree with the outcome of a Supreme Court ruling, does not make it a threat to democracy. If Harry ever voted in a U.S. election, maybe he would have known that, McCain, 37, argued. She concluded her rant with a direct message to Harry, this is not your home country. In fact, my country went to war against yours so that we'd never have to be subject to a royal lecture ever again. If it is so terrible here and our constitution is so terrible, feel free to leave.